It's week 2 of the National Football League, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Cowboys and the Commanders under the lights on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, week 2 of the season. Greg, as you get the season going, you want to get that first game under your belt. Now, it almost feels like all the buildup is past. Now we're looking ahead to this long marathon of a regular season.
Absolutely, and this is really where you fall into the pace of the NFL season. All off-season, no matter how hard you try to say, all right, week 1 is just 1 of 17, that's not the case. It is different, Mike. You have all training camp, all summer, all spring to prepare for one opponent. Well, now that game is over and done with, and you get back to work on Monday, and you're going to play again in 6 days. The team that is able to turn the page to the next game week after week, those are the teams that handle the grind, the marathon, as you called it, of the NFL season, and here we are in week 2.
The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They're led by their quarterback, originally drafted back in 2014, Jimmy Garoppolo.
We have the luxury each week, Mike, of sitting down with these players and really getting a behind-the-scenes look at what makes them so good and what makes them tick. And, man, wouldn't it be nice to be able to bring the fan kind of behind the curtain and let them see for themselves what we see firsthand? And, man, it would only take a couple minutes for you to realize just what kind of leader this guy is. You would never know he threw 3 touchdowns last week. All he wanted to talk about was the costly interception and the couple plays he left out there. That's why they rally around him. The better he plays, the better the team plays. They need more consistent performances from him to get the rest of this team to do their part.
Jimmy G working from the gun here. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down.
Holding
and they're already
offense.
Marching backward.
Still second down.
Second down, Garoppolo. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down. From the shotgun, it's Garoppolo. And this ball incomplete on third down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and...
Dan Quinn wants
The previous
a
play
second
is under
opinion
review.
here, and he has thrown the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So that challenge, a successful one. Now a give up the middle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Now Garoppolo. A quick slant on the money to McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Commanders. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
This fielded at the 2. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, we're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And just a short pickup there to about the 44. Here's a 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Dowdle. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Jonathan Allen, the big man from the interior, with the stop. Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Commanders' offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. 2nd down and 8. To throw is Garoppolo. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Commanders with the early lead. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back after this. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Now it's Garoppolo. This is intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Edmonds.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Dak. He's got the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. This one caught at the 4. And a big collision there down near the goal line keeps him out of the end zone. From the 2 now, here's second and goal. Tight end motioning left. They'll run with Dowdle. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Dallas. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, first and 10. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop. They'll stick with him again. He's got room to the 45. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They'll come up here, first and 10. Garoppolo. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball...
This one intercepted. Picked off by Deron Blank. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie. Pistol now for Prescott. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand. And
that's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders will take over at their own 15.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And they're going to mark them down right at the 30-yard line.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's closing in on 100 yards already. To the right side, catch made by McLaurin. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. Garoppolo now. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, Garoppolo. Quick throw, taken in. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 2nd down throw for Garoppolo. This is caught at the 2. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. 1st and goal coming up. Here's a run. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Washington. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. To the outside, looked in by Lamb. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. And this time they'll just keep it on the ground. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Frankie Louvu there to make the play defensively. And a yard. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that 1st down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down. Throwing is Prescott. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Cowboys are back within 4 at 14-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone. This is the EA Sports halftime report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was the visiting Lions who come in and get the road victory. Jahmyr Gibbs, a touchdown run in the victory. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head down to Chicago to check on the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting San Francisco 49ers. Caleb Williams, 3 touchdown passes as his guys bounce back from the defeat on opening weekend. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their 2nd straight to start the year. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Back to throw is Prescott. He'll take off again. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. On 3rd down, Prescott. He'll try to hit him with a screen. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He's going to tuck it and go. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. Up the middle they go. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. We'll try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down. Jimmy G working from the gun here. This one caught by Patrick. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Garoppolo. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Now after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Now Prescott. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. Well, they'll get the penalty yardage back here. Pickup of 10, and it will be 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. In the middle of the field, it's taken by CeeDee Lamb. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's a carry for Dowdle. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Now whistles and a timeout. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. That is Ferguson in motion. On second down, it's Dak. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Kicking time, the field goal unit out for the Cowboys. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys are back within a point. It's 14-13.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders offense heading out for their next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll only get down to around the 42. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Off the play fake. Here's Garoppolo. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. We'll try to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down.
Holding
and the linemen
offense.
are already walking back.
Still 1st down.
Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Jimmy G going to go play action here. A throw on the move is caught.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
He'll throw it left and has his running back, and he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. They'll go with him again, and he'll go down, back at the 4.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground? These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but Right now, they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and
he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Commanders. 3 touchdowns for the game, his first 3 of the year. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up 1, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the fourth quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
The Cowboys offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Dak to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Prescott now. That's into the hands of Lamb. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. That is Ferguson in motion. Prescott from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The Commanders' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game. Under pressure all game long, the secondary feasting on his passes. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5. 3rd down, 3 to go. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he gets it to midfield, and he gets the 1st down. Good run. The drive continues. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. To throw is Garoppolo. That's taken in. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Quickly to the outside and complete. Here is 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Auburn. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. And they will bring them down on the other side of midfield. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? They'll throw again. Dak throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Here we go. This is 4th down. To the air again. Prescott. That's going to be caught. They convert with a gain of 15. Here's 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. And that final throw here is intercepted. That's the safety, Percy Butler. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.